title of this video is Real Humans versus Fake Humans. I'm gonna give you a lot of traits, a lot of descriptive traits here in this video, so you can distinguish whether or not somebody is faking the fact that they're not real humans. I know I've done a video in this nature before in the past, but I think it needs an upgrade. It needs something more tangible. It needs something more practical. It needs something that is more applicable to your immediate environment, because in the spiritual realm, you know, the way we're living our lives right now, man, it doesn't matter whether you go to Asia, whether you go to Russia, whether you go to Europe, whether you live here in the States. It's the same. It's as if it's the same freaking fake humans, man. It seems like it's the same insectoid, demonic human beings. These are not real human beings. I'll just call them, you know, NPCs, OPs. You know, that's the correct term for it, and they are right. You know, the people who are calling them NPCs, OPs, they are right about that shit, man. And you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful when it comes to dealing with these pseudo-humans. Okay, so a proper title for this video would be Real Humans versus Pseudo-Humans. I think that's more appropriate for this video. But the first thing that I noticed with them is they hate, okay, they hate originality. They hate creativity. They hate philosophy, okay, philosophy. They hate science. You know, I'm talking about science that's going deep. I'm not talking about science that, you know, surface level general course science. I'm talking about going deep. What causes cancer? What really causes AIDS? What really causes HIV? They will never read books that really go deep into a subject, okay? They really go deep into a course of study, because it will show their level of humility. If they have any, okay, if they have any level of humility, it's gonna show their lack of humility. Because the willingness to study something in depth indicates real humility. The willingness to study something despite being paid for it to study it or not indicates humility. You know, I don't get paid to study Chinese medicine. I don't get paid to study natural ways of getting real cures, getting real treatments for yourself, natural herbs, natural ways of, you know, healing. Okay. Right now, I'm rereading a book that I've read before on this mode of Chinese treatment called Paidalajin. Okay, Paidalajin, it's a very old, one of the oldest forms of traditional Chinese medicine. What it is a Paida. Okay, Paida means you slap. Okay, you slap yourself, you know, to study your blood circulation, to study if you have any tumors inside of you, to study if your internal organs are in good health. Okay, so well, what I did before was I studied that, and then I backed out a little bit once I finished the book, and I wanted to study more, and actually I applied that to my own body, and I found that it works. Okay, so that's one of the modes that I'm studying, and I'm also studying going in deep into more of a traditional Chinese medicine theory. Okay, theory. And then what I will do is I'm gonna try to go deep enough to where I can actually, you know, use it practically. Okay, I'm gonna experiment on myself. I'm actually trying herbs. Okay, the herbs that I showed you, those are traditional Chinese medicine, like valerian root, okay, L-theanine, all right, which comes from tea. No, matcha tea, green tea, okay, it has L-theanine, although matcha tea has higher L-theanine levels. You know, something like this, it's the real human has a real hobby, has a real passion for life, has something he is good at, okay, something he or she is known for, okay. the pseudo-humans, you know, the fake humans, the insectoid beings who are right now in positions of power, got that position mostly because of, they got those positions of power mostly based on reference, okay, based on friendship. Oh, I know somebody. It's not what you know, it's who you know. That's a favorite saying of an NPC. That's a favorite saying of a fake human being, okay? Not everybody is a real human, man. I'm telling you, the real humans, we are very, very few out here, man. Somebody who has real compassion, who has, you know, the ability to empathize. If you tell them a bad story, a negative experiences that you've experienced, you will see their facial expression change, okay? If they see pain, you know, it will show it in their faces. It will show in their non-verbal cues, okay? Meaning their body posture, their facial expressions is authentic. What I noticed with these insectoid beings, okay, I had a friend before who was in the military who's an NPC. You know, he tricked me, he made me believe that he is a real human being, when in reality he's just a fake pseudo motherfucker, man. And it was him who told me this, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And then he giggled after that. That's a fucking red flag right there, man. That's after I found this shit out, after he, you know, I found out that he's now a real human being, I cut him off like this. Deleted his number. I use it to test him out too, because I'm always the one calling him and shit. You know? Chill out in the weekend. Hey, let's chill out in LA, let's chill out in Hollywood, blah, blah, blah. You know, in my 20s, I did all that. I did all the fucking stupid partying and all this shit, you know? Because I was raised, you know, just like you, I was raised to simp. Okay, I was taught to simp. And that's how we are. Unfortunately, that's how we are taught and shit, you know? Whether you grew up with mommy and daddy, chances are, your daddy is going to be a simp. Okay? You're the one who needs to snap out of it. You gotta snap out of the shit, you know? So, this might be a long video. Okay, so creativity, we got that down. They're not creative at all. They don't have real passion for life. They don't have anything that they are known for, okay? You can see me freestyling on these dishes right here. I didn't study cooking, okay? I don't go on YouTube and, you know, collect cooking videos and shit like that. It's just something I picked up. The essence of boiling, the essence of frying, the essence of stewing, the essence of doing this, doing that, experimentations when it comes to ingredients, being efficient, how to cook quickly, how to melt something quickly by adding salt to it, okay? Most of it is lab techniques that I learned in biotechnology, and I applied it to cooking, and there you go, okay? How to sharpen a knife quickly, how to do things quickly in the kitchen so you don't waste time, because time is valuable, okay? Time is your life, all right? Time doesn't stop because you stop your watch. Time doesn't stop because you stop that alarm. Time doesn't stop because you quit your job. Time doesn't stop because you go on vacation. Time doesn't stop because you got a divorce. Time doesn't stop because you have a kid. It doesn't work that way, man. I told you before, life is a movie that has no commercials. Life is a movie that keeps on playing, and you are the main character of that movie. It's up to you whether you live your life positively or negatively. You know? And what you saw right there on your right, the guy in the black robe, this is the black suit or whatever that thing is a lot of homeless people here in California, man. I'm just not showing them to you, you know? I'm just not showing them to you, but there's lots of them here. California is one of the #1 states when it comes to homeless. Look it up on YouTube, you know, Los Angeles, homeless. Still think I'm kidding? Still think I'm being nihilistic? Still think I'm lying to you? Look it up, you know. I got evidence, I got real evidence to back up what I claim. You know, and another thing too, another main thing, when it comes to pseudo-humans, they don't have real spirit, you know, real spirituality in their life, man. They don't take time for meditation. They don't watch what they eat, okay? Whether you're vegan, whether you're, you know, whatever your diet is, it must reflect in your body and in your mind that it's, you know, uplifting you, that it's advancing your life, that it's bringing positive thoughts to you. It's bringing something that will, you know, make you live in harmony with nature. And truly, you know, pseudo-humans, they're really unnatural. They're the most unnatural human beings, and everything they do is repetitive. That's another red flag right there. Repetitive stuff, repeating things all the time, you know, repeating things all the time that it seems to be like, you know, have you ever noticed, like, they tell you something and then they'll tell it to you again, like as if you forgot it or something. They assume that you forgot what they said like a minute ago or several days ago. You know, it's as if they have freaking Alzheimer's or something, man. But they don't really have Alzheimer's. It's just they're just addicted to repetition. Repetition. They don't have any variety when it comes to working out. They don't have any variety when it comes to the food they eat. They keep eating the same food over and over again, thinking it's going to make them healthy. You have different bacteria. You have different, you know, stomach cells, okay? You have different enzymes in your stomach. So you're just going to eat meat. You're just going to eat vegetables. You're just going to eat fruit and nothing else. You're just going to eat nothing else, you know? You're just going to eat steak, freaking fries, and, you know, asparagus for dinner all the time. You keep eating the same thing all the time, and you wonder why your health is failing. Then your health is really gonna fail. Your stomach, okay, your bacteria culture, your stomach culture, and your bacterial culture in your stomach thrives through diversity. Meaning, you need variety in what you eat. Okay, this is why most Asian dishes, okay, Japanese dishes, you know, Italian dishes, even, you know, Chinese dishes, blue zone diet, okay, Mediterranean dishes, they're all about variety. Okay, it's not just one thing. It's not just, oh, I'm gonna have steak, oh, that big ass, oh, 8-ounce steak, 12-ounce steak, oh, look at me, I got so much amino acids on that shit. Look at me, I'm eating a lot of fries, oh, look at me, I'm eating bacon, oh. I'm not saying bacon is bad. I'm not saying steak is bad. What I'm saying is you gotta have fiber with that, man. You gotta have you know, eat at least, okay, 3 or 4 servings of fruits and vegetables with that. Okay, give it more variety. Make it a little more colorful instead of just like freaking, you know, brown, green, and yellow. Brown, green, and yellow because it's, you know, fries, steak, and asparagus. Or fucking broccoli or some shit. Your typical, you know, 9-to-5 simp job, you know, elitist kind of, honey, I'm home. Honey, your soy boy is home. Cook me some steak. I cook you some steak. Ooh. You know, you gotta have some comedy with this fake humans because, you know, you never know, man. You never know. The motherfucking asteroid might be incoming. This may be the last video you're ever gonna watch in your life, you know? You never know what's gonna happen. There's no certainty because this realm, this physical realm, is a demiurgic realm, man. This is a satanic realm. This realm you don't have control of, okay? See, the civilization, the civilization makes you think that you have control. Con and troll, okay? You think you can con and troll nature? You really think you can con and troll nature? You're gonna be the dumbass. You're gonna be the freaking the shit that will hit the fan if you really think you can con and troll nature. Freaking hundreds of years of medicine, hundreds of years of quote-unquote healthcare, still doesn't know how to treat cancer, still doesn't believe in fasting, still doesn't believe in eating healthy, still eating M&Ms, still not taking care of health, still, wasting money on wasteful degrees, wasteful courses, feel-good courses. It's as if the society devolved or something, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth about America, okay? I'm gonna tell you the truth about America. The reason why it's quote-unquote so powerful, the reason why it has so many nukes, it has so many friggin', it has a big military, it has such a big platform, it has so much highways and stuff like this. All this stuff they had because of motherfucking slavery, man. It's motherfucking slavery. Without enslaving the Chinese, the Native Americans, the African Americans, they're not gonna have this shit. Without slaves, this shit ain't possible, bro. And I'm not siding to them, okay? I'm not siding to the KKK shit. I'm just telling you the truth. Without enslaving people, you cannot have all this shit, okay? Without people bamboozled into slavery, they're not gonna have this shit. Okay, if they really, okay, if they are, okay, as brilliant as the media makes them to be, why didn't they have this shit way back in Europe, way back then, okay? They have slaves in Europe too. Did you know that? Yeah, they had black slaves in Europe too. They sent Chinese, they sent Native Americans there too. They had slave labor, man. And that's why they play it down, okay? They play down the history, history of slavery. Because once they already got you building all these, highways, byways, all these fucking buildings, the infrastructure of the country now, all they gotta do is make all the freaking the buildings and the insurance, all the freaking demiurgic crap, all the delusion crap, the illusion of value. Ill use on, okay, the ill use on of value. And to my viewers, okay, to my viewers that are thinking about going to United States, who come from overseas, if you really want to come to America and experience America, the time to go is now, okay? Why? Because the plane tickets are cheap, extremely cheap. You still believe that what you see on TV, what you see in Hollywood, what you see in the news is true about America? Come here. Okay, watch this video and come here. Call me a liar once you listen to this video and come here. Tell me if you still think I'm lying after you found out about the truth about America. It doesn't matter where you go. You go to New York, you go to California, go to red state, go to Texas. You are no longer, this is not the 1980s, man. This is not the 1990s, okay? Gonna add more characteristics on the real humans versus pseudo humans. Okay, real humans establish loyal relationships, and they're really loyal when it comes to relationships, and they'll fight tooth and nail anybody who will try to harm you. Once you become their friend, okay, you become their friend, and they, once they start trusting you and things like this, and because they tend to be, as they grow older, like in their younger years, they're usually like victims of like narcissists and people like this, narcissists and like fake humans. And once they get older, they start to cut down their friendships towards people. So what they do is, once they hit the age of like, say like mid-20s, okay, mid-20s, they start to wake up. They start to realize that, hey, this world is not really a happy Harry kind of a thing. It's not like all rainbows and it's not all how would I say this? It's not all Disneyland. It's not all freaking happy Harry crap, or like. So I can't really think of some descriptive stuff right now, but it's like it's not really all about elation. It's not all about happiness and shit like this. It's you really have to deal with these toxic beings, man. And if you're a targeted individual like me, especially if you're adopted like me, these motherfuckers are gonna have a field day on you. They're gonna freaking hyper focus on you because they know that you are forgiving. They know that you're not gonna you're not gonna attack them heavily if they go after you. And what it is also is spiritual beings are not afraid of death, okay? Spiritual beings are not afraid of death, and organic portals, NPCs or pseudo-humans, they fear death. That is like their number one thing. It's they just celebrate life like, oh, eat burgers, eat lots of, eat buffet all the time, do this all the time, do drugs. They have an excess, like they're like dependent on chemicals too. They depend on caffeine. They depend to energize themselves. They depend on caffeine. They depend on sugar. They don't eat healthy. They hate anybody that eats healthy. Okay. They hate anybody that's different from them. Even a small, minute difference from them, they freaking hate them right away. You'll notice this, man. You really notice this nowadays. Okay. And they have a tribal mentality. And real humans can be by themselves, okay? They're not social all the time. Like real humans, they can be alone, okay? They can be by themselves, they can be alone, and they're not gonna end up, they're not gonna feel lonely if they're alone, okay? Because everybody is born alone, and they realize that. I realize that. Like, why would I feel lonely if I'm alone? Nobody's causing me. If I'm alone, nobody's attacking me. Okay, nobody's attacking me emotionally. So silence. Okay, if you're just like Robin Williams said. Okay, he says he'd rather be alone than in the company of toxic people. It may not be like that exact quote, but you see what I mean. It's if you're around like negative people all the time, you're gonna get affected by them. You're gonna stress out, and you're gonna end up having all kinds of addictions, all kinds of bad habits. You're gonna end up adopting their bad habits. They don't really care. These NPCs, these pseudo-humans, they don't really care about their mental and physical health. That's the main thing. And everything branches off of that. Or the spreading rumors about you, like talking bad about you, even if they're your family, even if you are related to them, if you're relatives or friends with them. To make themselves feel good, they're gonna have to, you know, attack you, because deep inside they're really evil, man. Evil. Okay, they're evil. And it doesn't matter, like in my experience, these people will never go to therapy, man. Even if you tell them to go to the psychologist, even if you tell them to take medicine, even if the doctor tells them to take something, they're not gonna take it. They're not gonna freaking take it, bro. They're freaking stubborn. That's what it is. It's another one of the red flags is they're freaking stubborn. They're wrong. You've proven that they're wrong. The science have proven that they're wrong. Math have proven that they're wrong. Like everybody have proven that they're wrong. They're still stubborn. They still keep doing their thing. You know? Okay, like me, for example, okay? I was raised by 5 covert narcissistic women who are mostly nurses, okay? They have a background in nursing. And what I noticed with them is they're not eating healthy, bro. Like, how are you gonna be working in a health field, in a healthcare related field, and you looking like shit? You're overweight, you don't care about your body, you don't exercise, you don't eat healthy. You're supposed to be the epitome of health, and you're eating McDonald's on a daily basis. You're a piece of shit. That's what it is, man. You're a freaking turd. That's what it is, you know. So like, how are they gonna listen to you? How are your patients gonna listen to you? You know, you see what I'm saying? Okay, another red flag. This is another red flag, okay? They hate variety. They hate variety in life, okay? It's not just in what the food they eat. It's also in the people they meet. You know, they never travel. They just stay in one spot their whole life. They may travel like once in a while, but you know, it'll be like once every 7 years or 8 years or something like that, you know. So this stems from their there's an NPC right there. Look at that NPC right there. This stupid idiot, wasting gas, polluting the air. Look at me, oh, I drive a Lexus, oh, look at me. Dumb motherfucker. You know, it comes from the fear of variety. It comes from their weakness, their insecurity, okay? They're insecure to be by themselves. So they try to turn you into them, okay? They try to turn you into a clone. They try to turn you into an agent simp or a oracle, okay? There's a lot of these hoes, oracles, thinking they can tell the future. Oh, I'm gonna have a baby at 50. You can still be healthy at 50. You can still have a healthy baby at 50. Dumb motherfuckers. I studied physiology in college, and I know that your baby is gonna has a higher chances of becoming special needs, becoming a mongoloid, becoming a Down syndrome, having like Down syndrome, okay? Once she is 50 years old and over, even 40 years old and over, even 30 years old and over, you know, she is no longer fertile, bro, because you know, the food that we eat here in the West, because of her toxic attitude about life, her negative attitude about life, you know, because of her toxic lifestyle. That's what it is. It's, you know, there's gonna be a lot more Down syndrome babies because of these women not wanting to have kids, okay? You want to have kids, still want to have kids with women? Knock yourself out. I'm not telling you not to get married. I'm not telling you not to have kids. Go ahead. Go ahead and make you another NPC. Okay? Go ahead and make you another fake being. Fake human being. What I hate about the modern women nowadays is they try to play scientist, man. They try to play doctor. They try to play scientist. You know, Oh, if you use cold water, it's gonna do this to your face. If you do this with your makeup, it's gonna do this to you. If you eat this, it's gonna do this. These idiots don't even have a real education in science and shit, man. And you know what's really dumb? What's like really dumb that I heard from my female cousin? My female cousin who's living in LA. You know what she said? She said exactly this. She said, "Oh, after you give birth, the vagina is gonna come back as if you are a virgin. Oh, like you're a virgin again. Oh." Motherfucker. Like, I raised pigs, okay? I raised pigs. I'm not saying that humans are pigs, okay? But essentially, when it comes to, you know, sexual organs, okay? The virginity is a one-time thing, bro. It's not like, you know, it's not like she's gonna give birth and she's gonna freaking become a virgin again. Oh, you become a virgin again. It's exactly her words, bro. And this motherfucker have a master's degree from college. What the fuck, man? What the fuck, you know? What in the hell, man? This is the kind of sheeple we're dealing with these days. And this bitch is married too, with kids and shit. Still calling me a dumbass, still calling me names and shit, still calling me a liar. You see what I'm saying? It's these idiots, man. Like, why are they in denial and shit, you know? Why the fuck they're so insecure about themselves that they will deny what is true, okay? Virginity is a one-time thing, bro. Like, how the fuck, like, these people are stupid, man. You have surgery, and then you regain the hymen. That's bullshit. You know, that's fucking bullshit, man. Sure, you can get surgery, but that's not the same thing, bro. It's not exact same thing. I'm telling you. You cannot freaking sew a hymen close again and, you know, do this, do that. You're gonna have fucking infections and all kinds of things, man. And there's surgeries that does that too, you know. These people are so sick, they have surgeries like that, you know. Freaking satanic women and shit, man. Another thing too is they just memorize things, you know, they just obey things, and then they get it, you know, by memorizing things, by regurgitating things, but by really working on memorization, it gives you the impression of intelligence. It makes you think that they are intelligent. Oh, this guy must be smart. Oh, that girl must be smart. He know a lot of stuff. Blah 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 blah. And that dude just watched a fucking a YouTube video. That's why you gotta test them. You gotta ask questions. Okay, I even encourage my viewers, ask some questions, man. Ask me some questions, you know. You want to know about the Philippines? Ask me some questions about the Philippines, because I grew up in the Philippines, you know. Lived there for 18 years. Lived there for 18 years, and, you know, ask me anything about the Philippines and I'll answer right there, you know. So, but when you ask them, like, what I'm talking about is, you know, they give you surface level information. These pseudo humans, they give you really surface level information, and then they're just gonna stare at you like, you know, they're like blank or something, you know. They're like freaking blank paper or something like that. It's like you pause the movie and, you know, it's not moving. See, that's what it is. They don't have any depth to them, you know. That's what I mean. They don't have any depth to them. They don't have real interest in life, man. They don't have any real, you know, passion in life. Like, you see me cooking, you see me doing all these things, you know. You see me planning on traveling, okay. You see me getting my passport. You see me getting my second passport, okay. Even with this stupid coronavirus shit. Look at those fake clouds. Those fake clouds right there. You see that? You telling me this is good California weather? Look at this, look at this. Do you see all that? Is this typical California weather for you? Is this really California weather? Look at that. This thing is covered. The freaking sky is covered with fake clouds, man. It's not real clouds. Real clouds don't look like that. You know? From somebody who grew up in a third world country, I'm telling you, those clouds are not real, bro. Those are fake clouds. Those are probably freaking the ice melting, you know, in the north. And it's precipitating right here. It's actually, you know, the melted ice is bringing with it bacteria, viruses, and all kinds of things. And it's raining all the time right here, you know. It's like freaking London or some shit. Raining all the time and shit, you know. The sun will be out, and then all of a sudden, boom, the clouds pop up, and then it's gonna, you know. And then it's gonna rain all of a sudden. So there's finally somebody got infected. Like one person got infected and died. I think they said that person died in Ventura County or something. You know, so that person died. There's one person dead. So, but they do have strict quarantine shit here. You know. Okay, so but the topic of this video is really the real versus the fake. Real humans are like, you know, they don't like, you know, drama, man. They're not looking for drama. They're freaking turned down. They're, you know, they hate drama. I don't like drama, man. It's whenever I watch a movie, it's mostly action. Okay, action, and then I would watch a comedy, and then I would watch some sci-fi, you know. But once that thing, like once it lingers in drama, once that the freaking crying shit happens, I mean, if it's not part of the movie, you know, if it's not like, if there's no justification for that crying and all that stupid negativity, I'll fast forward that thing, man. I'll freaking, you know, I'll change the channel, you know. So mostly the movies that I watch is like Bruce Lee movies. You know, growing up I was watching Bruce Lee movies. You know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, X-Men, freaking, you know, Batman, all kinds of things that, you know, the things that make you think that you're a superhero, blah blah blah, this and that, but mostly masculine things, man. So that's what it is too. It's like fake pseudo humans, like dudes who are like simps and soy boys. They don't like masculine things, bro. Like they don't like to do masculine things, you know. Like I was a soldier for like 9 years. Okay, it's one of the most masculine things you can do is join the military and actually go to war, which I did. Okay, which I did. You may call me crazy, but you know, I had my reasons, had my personal reasons. You know, I grew up with no father, so I had to father myself. So I decided to, you know, teach myself the most masculine way. Go to the fucking military, go to the front lines, and that's what it is, you know. Is it dangerous? If you're a stupid ass, if you don't listen, okay? If you're a dumbass, then it will be dangerous, okay? If you don't listen to your superiors, if you don't learn well, if you're not paying attention, if you're being an NPC, if you're just regurgitating stuff, if you're not understanding what is happening, you know, if you're not paying attention, if you're not being vigilant, if you're not being masculine, then you know, it is dangerous to you, okay? So what else have I not spoken about? There's more than this, I'm sure, you know. Little micro things that give it away when it comes to pseudo humans, okay, fake humans and real humans. You know, it just the vibe, you know, it feels good to be around real humans, okay? Just the vibe, the energy in the room, and you know, you can sense this if you're a spiritual being, if you're a real human being, okay? Especially if you have the IN personality, the intuitive type, okay? INFJ, INTJ, and things like that, you know, with the IN personality, you can sense the energy in the room, the vibe, you know. And as I get older, what I notice as an INFJ person, I notice that my ability to sense people, their energy, whether it's toxic energy, whether it's good energy, like I'm able to discern. I'm able to, like, you know, reduce the amount of people that I interact with on a daily basis that are real people from the toxic people. Okay, from the people who are faking it, or faking it till they make it, compared to the ones who are real about their life, the real humans versus the pseudo humans. Okay, so it is what it is, and it is what it is. And these things will come to you in terms of experience, and you can read all kinds of psychology this, psychology this, psychiatry that. You can always read textbooks and watch some videos online, but the thing is, if it's not applicable to your life, then how is it helping you? You see, like how is a freaking mentor, or how is not a mentor, but how is a motivational coach, like one of these motivational coaches on YouTube nowadays, they sell their program, become a new man, like blah blah blah, in blah blah 30 days. Buy my 12-step program on this, blah 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 blah. 5 payments of $20, blah 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 blah. Like, your life should be, you should be living your life to where you don't need anything like that. You see what I'm saying? It's supposed to be just like, okay, this is me, this is what I want to do with my life, and to hell with you if you don't think I'm doing something good and positive. If you're not doing anything illegal, okay, I'm not doing anything illegal. If you're not doing anything illegal, if you're just working on yourself, working on a skill or something like that, you're trying to retire early, you're actively trying to avoid these toxic women, okay, or toxic simps, okay, your agent simps and your oracles. If you're trying to avoid the pseudo humans, then there shouldn't be any problem, okay. If you start to have problem, if somebody starts giving you a hard time, then that person is an agent simp or oracle, and cut that person off your life, man. Whether it's family, whether it's brothers, sisters, they're not good for you. If they're a repeat offender, okay, the term repeat offender, they keep doing the same thing over and over again, being toxic to you, like mocking you, like bringing drama to your life, bringing negativity to your life. Cut them off, man. Life is too short to be anything but happy. If I'm not happy with that, I cut it off. You're not happy with something, return it to the store. There's always a refund policy. But the thing in life, there is no, when it comes to time, there's no refund policy. Refund policy when it comes to time. So you keep jumping from one toxic relationship after one toxic relationship. You will not get a refund for that, man. You can't just like, I'm gonna rewind my life 20 years later, 20 years earlier. Boom, boom, boom. It's already 1990 again. I'm back in 1990s. You can't do that shit, You see what I'm saying? Life goes on. It's like a movie that keeps playing with no commercials, okay? That's what it is. And if you don't believe me on this, man, I'm telling you. Because what I just told you it came out of a real life experience, Sure, I read some books from every now and then, but it's what I'm sharing with you is from experience, like directly from experience, So because I have given them, the toxic people, I have given them the benefit of the doubt so many times, too many freaking multiple times in my life, Like I've had relationships with narcissistic women. I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I went into their program. I freaking simped, I send them love letters, blah blah blah, this and that. Like I wrote them poetry even when I was in high school. So I was a simp. I told you I was a simp, man. I did the simping thing. I did, I gave them money. I gave them I gave them my time. I texted them all the time. I called them all the time. You see, it's like what I know is it's as if the kinder you are to them, okay, the more romantic you are to them, the more kinder you are to them. Like the more they hate you and shit, Like they would trick you, like they would say thank you. Oh, thank you, you did this. Oh, they would love bum you. Oh, I love you, I love you. But they don't really love you. They just want to sucker you in and then use you for something else, like, you know, lift this, do this, move that furniture over there, do this over here, and then fucking, you don't, little do you know, they're freaking cheating on you. I can catch them like this. I'm very highly tactical when it comes to relationships right now. You know, military background, been to Iraq, you know, dealt with spies, dealt with freaking interpreters, I dealt with terrorism. Okay, the Taliban, the Al Qaeda. These motherfuckers are extremely sneaky, extremely smart when it comes to trying to kill you and shit. You know. You may, if this is Baghdad, like, you may not know. You know that thing right there, on that grass right there. Once you pass that, once you get close to it enough, there's somebody like behind the building or like inside the store, holding a freaking cell phone that's gonna call the cell phone, that's gonna vibrate, and it's gonna fucking explode in front of your face. And there goes your life. You know, you're in the coffin already. So, you know, in war, man, it made me more vigilant. I think it is a positive to me. You know, going to war, going to the military with me, like, it helped me snap out of it. You know, snap out of the simp conditioning. If I never joined the military, I would still be a simp right now. And that's 100% honesty, you know, because I never had a father. I never had, you know, a father figure in my life. And I told you before, you gotta be careful with this. Just because you have a father, it doesn't mean that, you know, you're gonna have a healthy life. That you're gonna have a masculine father. It doesn't mean that he's masculine. It's, chances are, because of this matrix, because of this many tricks, okay, this simp conditioning that we have, which is very strong in America. Chances are he is raising you to be a simp. Okay, he will try to raise you to be a simp, and it's up to